Hello children, in the lesson compound interest, today I am dealing with some questions where you need to understand what exactly is being given, what is being asked. Keeping all the formulas in your mind, wisely you have to understand which way you are solving the sum. So let's start. A sum of money if invested at compound interest for 2 years amounts to rupees 57,600 and rupees 65,536 in 4 years. Find the rate and sum. Basically what is given? Only the two amounts are given. Amount after 2 years 57,600. Amount after 4 years 65,536. Nothing else is given. We need to calculate the rate and also the sum. Sum is what we have to find? Principal. So using this information, we may assume let the principal be P and rate be R. Okay. Now since we are talking directly about amount, time, principal and rate, so the regular formula for amount can be used. Which formula we are going to use? Formula is A equals P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n. So according to the question, for the amount after 2 years when we use, so first what you will be getting here? A, suppose for your knowledge if I write A2, okay, A2 is equal to P, we do not know, 1 plus R we do not know, upon 100 raised to n. Okay, so that n here is what? Sorry, 2. N will be taken as 2, and this A2, that is the amount after 2 years. This is my formula, P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 2 is given to us what? 57,600. Similarly, you get an equation for A4. For A4, if you use the same formula, P 1 plus R upon 100 raised to what? 4 is equal to 65,536. Okay. Now for elimination of the unrequired thing, what we can do is, if I name is as 1 and 2, equation 2 we can divide by equation 1. This trick we'll use. So following that trick, what you will be getting? Observe carefully. P 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 4, which is equal to 65,536. Left hand side divided by this left hand side, P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 2, okay, is equal to what it will give you? Divided by 57600. Doing so, what all things can be eliminated? Just check out. Okay, 1 plus R upon 100, both bases are same. Indices are what? 4 and 2. So indices rule is what? A raised to m divided by A raised to n. That is, bases are same. What happens to the indices? They get subtracted. So here also for the same base, index will be 4 minus 2, that is 2. So left hand side becomes 1 plus R upon 100, 4 minus 2, that is 2, right? Now here we need to do a lot of simplification. Tables, if you are good with, it will go fast. Otherwise you have to start with small numbers. I will start with 16, I think it is going. So with 16 I will do it. It comes 16 4s are 64, 4 0, 16 9s are 6, and this will go 16 3s are 6 the 0 0. Again it goes by 16. We can go for 16 2s are 32, 2s are 32, 5s are 80, 16 2s are 5s are and 6s are. Now I stop here because I know that 256 and 225 will not get cancelled. And another thing is what, left hand side is a perfect square. I have got two perfect square terms over here. 256 upon 225, right? So I get 1 plus r upon 100 raised to 2. 256 square of what? 16. 225 square of what? 15 square. Again we are using the laws of indices. Two indices are same. Either side indices are same. What does it apply? It applies that bases should also be same. So this gives me 1 plus r upon 100 is equal to 16 upon 15. So what do I get? R upon 100 equals 16 upon 15 minus 1. This when you simplify, LCM is 15, 16 minus 15, 1 upon 15 I get. Therefore, R is equal to 100 from this. R upon 100 is 1 upon 15. So, R is equal to 15, 5 3s are 20s are 20 upon 3. So, 3 6s are 18, 2. You've got the answer. Rate is 6 integer 2 upon 3 percentage. Now, we need to find what was the amount invested. Yeah. We need to find the second thing as principal. Now, going back to any of this formula. Here in this formula, if you look at, R is known to us right now. Time is known. Amount exactly. Amount after 2 years is known to us. So, principal can be found. We have done these kind of question how to find principal. Okay, so here I am doing to find P now. I am directly substituting in this formula. P bracket 1 plus, in place of R, what I have to write here children? 6 integer 2 upon 3. But I will take the, see, answer I will be writing in this format, which carries mark. But I need to write it as 20 upon 3 for my simplification part. So, 20 upon 3 into 100 raised to 2 is equal to 57600. So, simplify this, whatever you can simplify. 2 1s are 5s are. So, 3 5s are 15. 1 upon 15. 1 plus 1 upon 15. So, 15 1s are 15 plus 1. You know what it is? 16 upon 15 the whole square is equal to 57600. Okay. So, now we have to find P. 576 into, I will not simplify it right now. So, 15 into 15. 16 upon 15 square, going that side, 15 upon 15 divided by 57600. 16 into 16. Just now you have simplified 576 by 16. So, work out once again. 57600 simplified by 16 gives you what children? 3600. Again getting simplified. 16 ones are what it is? 225. And 15 into 15 is also what? 225. So, principal is 225 multiplied by 225. You can simplify, find the product. Here one more trick I will give to you. You know how to find the square of the numbers ending with 5. Yeah. So, how do you write that? 25 you write first. Now what is the number here? 22. What is the next number to 22? 23. So 23 multiplied by 22 you can do. So 23 twos are what here? 46. Again 46. So what do you get? 6, 0, 5. So write down here 5, 0, 6. So what is your principal found here? 50,625. So have we found the two answer? Rate is 6 integer 2 upon 3 percentage and principal is 50,625. Please note it down as answer. Watch it carefully, do it yourself and see if you can get the answer. You can check in between if you have any difficulty. Let's see another sum. On a sum of money, the compound interest calculated yearly is rupees 880 for second year and 986 for third year. Calculate the rate and sum. Now here what is importantly to be noted is that compound interest only for second year, it's not for 2 years. For second year only it is rupees 880 and compound interest for third year, that is again for 1 year. Third year is rupees 968. Using these threads you need to find what is the rate and what is the sum. First understand the question very clearly. Now compound interest for second year is rupees 880 and compound interest for third year, so second and third, since these are consecutive years and for compound interest for the 2 consecutive years is given, so you can very easily understand that simple interest for 1 year we can find. Yes, what it will be? Go back to the very initial introduction part of this topic. How do we we keep getting the compound interest? By the application of simple interest only. So here for these 2 consecutive years, if I have to find simple interest, what it will be? Compound interest at the end of third year minus compound interest at the end of second year. This will give me the simple interest for that one particular year, third year. Okay. You are understanding this part now? This compound interest is not the simple interest. It is being the applying the compounded part over there. So SI for 1 year is 968 minus 880. That comes as rupees 88. Now for this 1 year, that is the third, particularly third year, what is the principal now? This 88 you have got the interest. On what amount 88 is the interest being obtained? On the additional amount which we are adding to the third year's principal, that is 880. 880 is added to the principal now for calculation, which results into the increase of this amount. Therefore here for 1 year, principal is rupees 880, that is the compound interest at the end of second year, time 1 year. Okay, rate we have to find and SI is rupees 88. This part you need to understand. So SI is equal to PRT upon 100 gives you 88 is equal to P, that is 880 into rate into time upon 100. This gives you R equals 88 into 10 upon 88. That comes exactly what? 10%. So you have got rate is equal to 10%. Right? Now what we need to find now? The sum. Okay, now here rate is known to you, okay, for every year, and here what we are ending up is this is the compound interest for the second year, that is after 2 years. So First, there are 2-3 ways. I will give you the easiest way. I will assume here the principal as 100. Let the principal sum, or let the sum, or let the principal be rupees 100. Okay, and now yearly calculation I will do. Therefore, for first year, what will be the SI? P 100 R 10 1 upon 100, that is rupees 10. Therefore, amount at the end of first year, P 100, simple interest 10, rupees 110. Yeah. Then I'll go for second year. For second year, simple interest I'll calculate. P, now what? 110. This increase is causing the increase into the simple interest for that particular year. You do that. Into rate, into time, upon 100, cancel here. What is the simple interest for the second year? Rupees 11, right? Now, here the simple interest for the second year, or the we can say the compound interest after 2 years. Simple interest for second year is 11. Simple interest for first year is 10. And compound interest after 2 years. Did you understand? Simple interest for 2 years is 11. That is CI after, word you see, after or for second year. After 2 years or second year is what? Rupees 11. Now we can use unitary method for the principal and the compound interest. Okay, CI and principal. When compound interest is coming after 2 years, here we can write the common instruction. After 2 years or for second year. Compound interest is 11, principal is 100. So when compound interest is 880, given in the question is 880. What was the principal? You know what it will be? 880 multiplied by 100 divided by 80 into 100. What is the answer? Rupees 8,000 here. So our answer is rate is 10% per annum and principal is rupees 8,000. Read, understand the language, then you will find it very easy. Another question, children, which may sound tricky to you, but since you know the basic steps, how do we go from simple to compound interest, etc., first year, second year, etc., you will again find it very easy. Understand, the simple interest on certain sum of money for 2 years, okay, is rupees 1200. Did you understand the difference? Second year and 2 years? Yeah. For 2 years is rupees 1200, and compound interest on same sum at the same rate for 2 years again is rupees 1272. Find the rate of interest and the sum. I hope the question is clear to you. If not, read it 2 times, 3 times and record the things. For example, simple interest for 2 years is given how much here? Rupees 1200. So write down 1200. Now you know that simple interest for every year remains always the same because the principal remains the same. So if I ask you simple interest for first year, what will be the answer? 1200 simply divided by 2, right? Because for 2 years I am given. The answer is rupees 600. Now compound interest for 2 years is given 1272. You also know that for any sum, compound interest is equal to the simple interest for the first year. Why? Because principal remains the same, and thereafterwards for compound interest, principal keeps increasing by adding the interest obtained in the previous year, so the numbers change, but for the first year they remain the same. Okay, so here compound interest for the first year will be the simple interest for the first year, that is rupees 600, and as you know, the compound interest for first year is 600. Compound interest for 2 years is 1272. So find only the compound interest for second year. What it will be? 1272 minus 600. So what will be the answer? Rupees 672. Now look at again like the previous sum. You know the SI for the second year 600, and you know the CI for second year is 672. So how much is the increase? 672 minus 600. That will be the simple interest for the second year. On how much? Rupees C. Therefore, rupees 72 is SI on rupees 600 for second year. Have you understood why the 72 is obtained as an extra interest? Because 600 was added to the principal. That was the simple interest at the end of first year. Yeah. So this increase 600 has got additional amount rupees 672. Using this statement, we can again find the value of R over here. So SI, which is PRT upon 100. So here SI is what, children? 72 is equal to P on what amount? 600. Rate missing time 1 upon 100. That gives you R equals 72 upon 6. What is the answer? R is equal to 12%. Simple. Now the further part goes very easy over here. What is given? Directly you are being given here SI for the first year is given here. Na? SI is what? 600. Then principal is missing. Rate is 12%. Time is 1 year. So you don't have to assume anything. Why? Because we know that the simple interest after 1 year is what? 600. So for first year, SI 600, rate 12%, principal is what? So 600 equals P, don't know, 12 into 1 upon 100. That gives you P equals 600 into 100 upon 12. So what's the value of P here? Rupees 5,000, right? So rate is 12%, principal is 5,000. Read, understand, do similar kind of sums. I am going to mention the homework, must try, and we end up with this lesson over here, because the next part, that is growth and depreciation, for this year is being removed from the board side. Yeah. So our lesson compound interest gets over here. Do practice and understand. Okay. I hope 5,000 you could see here the calculation. Take care of yourself. Bye children.